Hello there, wrestling fans. Adam from WhatCulture here. How are we all today? Are we good? Yes, of course you're good. It's Thursday, the world is still spinning, we're all still alive, well done us, and despite the many uncertainties in this life, one thing remains: wrestling is awesome. What more can you ask for, really? Anyway, you didn't come here for a pep talk, but you got one anyway because you're a good egg. So well done you for being great at life. And you know what? I might just give you NXT ups and downs as well while we're on. What do you think, Hank? Did they deserve it? Eh? All right, you sassy little minx. Hank says yes, and you know what it is? Between me and you, Hank's never wrong. Now, the action was supposed to open with Sanity versus Undisputed Era for the tag team titles. However, a brawl ensued at the start of the match. Sanity attacked the Undisputed Era. Undisputed Era retreated. William Regal came out and he booked a 6-man tornado tag team match to get this thing sorted because he's sick of all the chaos. So instead of the tag team titles match at the beginning of the card, we got a 6-man tornado tag to main event this episode of NXT between all of Sanity and all of Undisputed Era. And it might not have been the title match, but it was definitely enough. Next up, we had Heavy Machinery taking on Sabatelli and Moss. Another fine showing by these two developmental tag teams. Heavy Machinery's enthusiasm continues to be infectious, and they got the win this week, avenging their defeat to Sabatelli and Moss a few weeks ago. Tracks had started a show between Sabatelli and Moss. Sabatelli tagged out really aggressively and slapping Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss returned the favour later in the match. Looked like two brothers squabbling, and then when Sabatelli obviously lost the match at the end, Riddick Moss came up to him. Sabatelli went for him to help him up, and Moss walked away. So it looks like they could be about to split these two up. Riddick Moss is a guy who Finn Balor has spoken about very highly, so I wonder if maybe he's the guy they're thinking might be ready for a push. Sabatelli perhaps not quite ready. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, this whole thing altogether was enough. Johnny Wrestling's back, everybody, and what a pleasant sight it is to see him. Gargano spoke about his match with Almas at TakeOver Philadelphia. What a match it was, by the way, if you haven't heard already. Just a small matter of 5 stars from your boy Uncle Dave. So perhaps maybe just stop what you're doing. Maybe just pause this, go off, get yourself on the WWE network, go and watch it. Go and watch it right now. I will wait for you. In fact, I'll even strike a 5-second pause while you go off and watch it, and I'll be here waiting for you when you get back. All right? Does that sound like a deal? Cool. I'll wait. And no, seriously, go watch it now. He may not have won the match, but as Johnny Gargano put it in his promo, he won the respect of the fans, and I'm sure a lot of people in the back, and a few hearts along the way too. I know for a fact he won mine. It's all yours, Johnny. It's all yours. Johnny Wrestling then went on to call out Tommaso Ciampa after Ciampa had attacked him post-match at TakeOver Philadelphia, and he told the Sicilian psychopath that he was coming for him. Almas and Zelina Vega then interrupted Gargano, came to the ring to gloat, called him a loser, called him all sorts of rubbish names, but then they were cut short by one Miss Candice LeRae, aka Candice Wrestling, who came to the ring to help her husband fend off Almas and Vega, who scurried off to the stage. The whole thing culminated in a very, very angry Zelina Vega saying, "How do I get rid of you, Johnny Gargano?" To which point we have now got this stipulation, which I'm not really sure is either good or bad. Johnny Gargano is going to get another shot at the NXT title, but at the cost of, if he loses, he has to leave NXT. That is both terrifying and extremely exciting all in one. If Gargano wins, he's the champ. If he loses, where does he end up? Because I really don't want it to be 205 Live. Really don't want that to happen. Nevertheless, the chemistry between these four is great. A Gargano title shot is also great, so that means this one's going only one direction, and that's up. We got another great promo from Shayna Baszler. She said she didn't think there'd be a rematch between her and Ember Moon because Ember Moon was scared. And then she went on to say that the whole locker room, after her being there just a month maybe, is now terrified of her. They're all afraid of Shayna Baszler. And to be fair, who the hell could argue with her? She is a badass, she's dangerous, she's lethal as shit. And on top of that, she had a great line where she said, if you get in the ring with her, you're either going to tap, nap, or snap. 3 choices I probably wouldn't want to choose. However, I think she did miss the 4th option. In my book, it's tap, nap, snap, or up. And for this one, I'm going to go with up. Now, Tyler Bate is still getting used to having to cut NXT style promos, and to be fair, that's the whole point of developmental. It's there to help him progress along the way, and that's exactly what this will do. I feel like he just needs to get the reps in, and he'll start to be able to project that charisma that he obviously shows in the ring. Either way, based on his promo, it looks like he could be about to move away from the UK title picture and head towards the NXT roster in general, which could put him up for a list of matches with the likes of Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, to name a few, and that can only be a good thing. Obviously, there's been a bit of talk backstage that he might have some heat, and that's why he's been getting a bit of a bad run at the minute. Personally, don't know anything about that. What I do know is more Tyler Bate on the main NXT roster is never a bad thing. Up. It seems like Bianca Belair is going to be the next woman on the NXT roster to get that big fast track to the top. They seem to be pushing her at the moment. She's had a number of squash matches in the last few weeks, and they're starting to progress her as a character and as a wrestler on NXT TV. This one was much better than the last one she did, and if you're going to use a squash match, the whole point is to show the dominance of the person who's being pushed, and that's exactly what they did with this one. Belair's power was there for all to see, and her star, much like this match, was very much on the up. And finally, we had the 6-man tag match between Sanity and Undisputed Era. As you can imagine, it didn't take long for this one to break down into absolute all-out chaos. Sanity took control early on, but Undisputed Era mounted a comeback before it spilled to the backstage area. Cole, O'Reilly, Wolf and Young all going to the back and battling it out backstage, leaving Bobby Fish with the precarious task of taking on the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dane, in the ring by himself. Can you imagine how that one turned out? Not very well for Bobby Fish, who ended up getting thrown off the stage by Killian Dane like he was an empty tracksuit. This one went back and forth. There was all sorts: kicks, flips, battered lips, tables, chair shots, kendo sticks, you name it, we had it. And in the end, it could have gone either way, but it was the Beast of Belfast who made the difference in this particular occasion. After it looked like Undisputed Era were going to get the win, it was the Great Dane who went on an absolute tear, decimated all 3 members of Undisputed Era, and finished things off by delivering an Ulster plantation to Bobby Fish and getting the 1, 2, 3. Now my NXT Ups and Downs counterpart Andy Murray, who does the article for WhatCulture.com, you should definitely check that out if you haven't already, he gave this one a down. He said that it was a shame that Undisputed Era were booked the way they were booked. Now I can understand what he's saying, but in my opinion, I'm choosing to see this as they chose to book Killian Dane strong rather than book Undisputed Era weak. Because I feel like Killian Dane has got a big match coming up, and Triple H is very good at making people believe in the hype of the big guys. So I'm not going to give this one a down. I'm very much going to give this one an up. Great stuff from all the guys all around, and I think Killian Dane is an excellent performer, and I want to see him go far. So it's an up from me. And that's a wrap for another episode of Ups and Downs for NXT. And did you notice? Have you seen? Look at all them, right? Look at them. And look at them. Look. Tons of them. None of them. I felt really positive about this one today, and I just couldn't give any downs. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't give a down because it just, I don't know, I'm feeling good today and no downs were necessary. Hank informs me that a large percentage of you guys continue to show your support for the show. Very grateful for that. What was the percentage again, Hank? What was it? 97. 90, yeah, but is that for or against though? Just tell me. Tell me, I'll find out. Well, anyway, I'm choosing to take that my way. I'm going to say 97 in my favour. So screw you, Hank, you useless. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, Hank will be there to read them, even if he is useless at giving me information that I want. Thank you very much, Hank. Anyway, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you're feeling really generous and want more quality NXT content, head over to WhatCulture.com right now and read the article by one Mr. Andy Murray, the Scot who puts the hot in hot-ish. My name is Adam Nicholas, this has been Ups and Downs for NXT, and as always, have a great day.
Billy Wood calling the shots on Chain Reaction.
That's huge news. 5 on 5.
5 IPW guys will face 5 Defiant guys. Stu, bring whoever you want, mate, because IPW are ready.